we are going to give out our MVP, defensive player, rookie of the year, and coach of the year. So, mainly, if you want to start us off with your
I'm going to start off with Tariq Woolen being the defensive player of the year, and this is what I'm going to say.
Now?
What rookie?
Oh, rookie
of the year.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is it. 46 solo tackles, 6 interceptions, tied for first. Only defensive back to have 6 interceptions. The other 3 were safeties. 16 pass defense, which was 4th in the NFL. Okay. A lot of you were going to say Sauce Gardner, but that's actually incorrect. I apologize for you having the analysis. Because he had 51 solo tackles. That's cute. 2 interceptions, 20 pass defense. Okay. So one had, 4 interceptions to only having 3 less as pass defense. But Sauce Gardner is going to get the recognition because of who he is when he was coming out of college, and he was a first-round draft pick. The other person was a 5th-round draft pick, kind of like Richard Sherman a little bit. But one of them is the better all-around defensive back. The other one just wishes he was Tabasco. So we're going with Tariq Woolen.
Sauce Gardner was the defensive rookie of the year.
God damn, Shaq. I just gave you the stats.
I was also choosing Sauce Gardner, but
I just gave you after the stats I just gave you. How can you say
who's the rookie of the year?
Really quick, same shit.
But with the stats I just gave you, how?
Sir.
How?
JT, who is your rookie of the year?
So you guys don't like numbers.
Man.
Y'all don't like numbers.
I'm going with. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna go with Sauce. Sauce truly was the shutdown. I love Tariq Woolen, but
it's like you guys fell down and hit your
at
head.
the same time,
I gave you the
more
stats.
than just numbers. If you saw Sauce this year, like Sauce was doing work. He clamped up Tyreek. He clamped up Justin Jefferson. Who else he clamped up? Like he was clamping up some dogs, bro. Like
Stephon Diggs.
Sauce Gardner. I never say this, but the kind of impact that Sauce Gardner had this year, I don't really think we've seen it since Revis. Man, like when's the last time
you saw it with Tariq Woolen though, which is what I'm saying. That one person had 3 more pass defense, but another person had 4 more interceptions.
Well, what if Sauce Gardner is targeted less than Tariq Woolen?
Was he?
What if Tariq Woolen was getting targeted more?
I don't think he was. It was actually within 2%. I looked that up too. It was in 2% of being targeted. I'm just saying one person actually caught passes while the other one swatted them down 3 more times. So, I mean, no, Sauce Gardner is getting the recognition because of his name and his draft status. But if people actually looked at the tape, if they actually looked at the numbers, Tariq Woolen was a better defensive back this year. And this isn't me just being biased. This is just looking at the raw numbers. 4 more interceptions to 3 less pass defenses. So he caught the ball more than Sauce Gardner? Is what you're telling me?
Sauce Gardner. So I'm looking at it right now. Sauce Gardner was targeted 73 times, and he only allowed 33 receptions. Now, I'm gonna look at Tariq Woolen.
Go for it. And keep in mind that Sauce Gardner had the 3rd-string quarterback of the Miami Dolphins, and Matt Jones with no offense.
So you're right. You know, his numbers are just as good. 68 targets, 38 receptions. He's up there. You know.
Damn. With 4 more interceptions, isn't he?
Still going with Sauce though because it's like I feel like Sauce
it's like you. This is Florida education system.
How many big plays did Tariq? How many of those interceptions came in those big games? You know.
Well, every big game is a big game in the NFL, sir. There's 17 of them.
Tell that to the Miami.
Okay, but how many big games have the Jets been in this year? They're not even in the playoffs.
They were in the playoffs at one.
No, they've never been in the play. They have not been in the playoffs. They were not in the playoffs. They had a percentage to get in the playoffs, but they weren't in the playoffs. And did not Geno Smith torch the New York Jets? Did they not beat them?
He did, but
Did
I
the
would call
Jets-
Sauce Gardner locking up DK.
Did he lock up DK or did
He locked
Seahawks
up
win the game?
everybody.
Didn't the
I
Jets
mean,
beat the
like,
Buffalo
yeah,
Bills
they
this
won,
year?
but
What?
it's like,
Well, that's terrible. I'm just saying that the man even just looked up the stats with the percentages. You're talking about 4 more interceptions to 3 less pass defenses, and you guys are going to give it to Sauce because of name. That's disrespectful.
okay, so
Tyreek
like,
Tariq Woolen
if you really look,
was there.
G Money
but
G Money
Sauce was locking
says,
up the best of the best.
as much as I like Tariq, after watching Gardner shut down DK and Tariq was out of position several times against the Jets, and the receiver he was supposed to be covering caught passes.
It didn't. No. First of all, G Money's a liar. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You guys can say Sauce all you want because of name recognition and draft status, but Tariq Woolen, who was a 5th rounder, outplayed that man this year, and you should put some respect on his name.
I don't mean any
Let me
disrespect toward
let me
him. He had a
check
great
you
year.
Tyreek Woolen was really
fit
good, but he still,
even if he played the same as Sauce Gardner, that means he outplayed him because he was a 5th rounder versus a 1st rounder. Okay,
Outplay him, man.
huh? Because they have the same stats.
Then nobody outplayed anybody.
JT just said that they were compared with the percentages and all that stuff. The man had 4 more interceptions, 3 less pass defenses. They had almost the identical same stats.
Right, but in
one
that
was a
case-
1st rounder, one was a 5th rounder.
Sure, but how did he outplay him?
Because he had 4 more interceptions and only 3 less pass defenses.
But if we're saying that they had
You
the
know what
same
a pass?
stats,
You know what a pass
then how did
defense
he
is?
outplay
That
him?
means that you defended the pass, but you didn't.
But you just said
catch
they had the same
ball.
stats. Do they
I
not have the
said
same
damn near the same stats. But Tyreek Woolen actually caught the ball 4 more times, where Sauce had some barbecue sauce on his fingers and catch the ball. So one of them had a little bit of a better time. I'm just saying.
no, all right, here it goes.
Oh Jesus! Here we go. We're gonna be here till 2:00 in the morning.
The advanced
Now we are.
I got the advanced stats.
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner is the only rookie for the New York Jets with at least 10 pass breakups, 2 interceptions
With the
through
New York
first 9
Jets.
games.
With the
and
New
he's
York
the
Jets.
first rookie since Darrell Revis did not allow a touchdown his
For the
first
New
10
York
weeks
Jets.
into his career.
For the Jets, that's cool. I didn't know that the Jets were the prototypical factory for what it means to be a lockdown corner in the NFL. I didn't know there were
Darrell
other
Revis.
ones.
But I mean,
I'm
he
just
gave
saying.
up less yards.
With all the
He gave up
stats I
less
gave you,
yards.
are you really going to tell me that Tariq Woolen was not on the same level
He wasn't
as
the
Sauce
same.
Gardner?
I'm not saying.
Right, but I'm-
And how was he not
The
better?
offensive player too. On top.
How was he not better?
Less yards, though.
Like interceptions don't matter?
Less yards and TDs.
And interceptions don't matter?
There you go.
They do, but he gave up more yards and TDs than Sauce.
Oh my
So
god.
you
Okay,
basically-
so he had 1 TD and Sauce, I guess, was credited with none, even though there was a correction in week 4 where they took the TD away from him because I looked at the advanced stance. No, we're not moving on because
Defensive
you
player of
guys
the
are a
year.
bunch of
If we're gonna
just
move into that,
illegitimate bastards when it comes
I
to
will
these
give
stats.
mine first.
This is
I'm gonna
ridiculous.
say Nick Bosa.
Oh
won
Jesus!
Defensive
Yes,
player
Nick
of the
Bosa
year.
won defensive player. of the
18 and a half sacks.
Let's all rub him off. There we go. 18 and a half
41
sacks.
tackles.
Beautiful.
I think he was the anchor of the best defense in the NFL this year. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it to Nick Bosa. Nestor, who is your defensive player of the year?
I'll go quick, man. Nick Bosa. I think he's leading the league in QB hits and sacks. So, yeah, definitely Nick Bosa. And like I said, this man is confident, and he should be confident because, damn, what he's doing, especially what he did to my Miami Dolphins, that was like a little bit traumatic. So, and
Why
I
is
bet
that
more
his
for Tua
measuring stick?
than it was for me.
Well, it's
So,
his
yeah,
team.
Nick Bosa.
Go ahead, Malin.
No, it's Nick Bosa. 18 and a half sacks. I mean, and when you look at it though, right? His team was tied for the league lead in 20 interceptions. So, which means that they're getting pressure on the quarterback. They're making throws they shouldn't throw. So Pittsburgh was the only team that had 20 interceptions. And I don't think it's surprised that J.J. Watt is on the end for Pittsburgh. Now, if J.J. Watt had played a full season, we might be talking about J.J. Watt.
Right.
But I think with a full season, Nick Bosa, I think he only missed one game this year. 18.5 sacks is huge.
Yeah. Go ahead, Shaq.
Guess stick with y'all. Make it short and sweet. I agree with y'all completely. It's kind of hard to argue
Right.
any other player besides him right now. So, like, what's
Thank you, Shaq. Go ahead, JT.
Man, you can give it to somebody on the Steelers. Alex Highsmith, people. I'm going with Nicholas John Bosa. But Alex Highsmith had the damn.
I was about to almost shit my pants. I was like, this man is not going to keep me talking for 10 minutes about this subject.
he's like, how can
Alex Highsmith had a good season, but Nicholas Bosa, give it to him.
I see G Money is agreeing with all of us as well. All right. Coach of the year. There's going to be some disagreeing here. I can smell it. Now, if we can all keep our takes to 60 seconds or less, that would be
Probably not going to happen.
that would be
Please,
productive.
Because if you disagree with me, I'm going to be angry about it.
Let me go first.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
I got a tie. Gotta be Brian Dable and Pete Carroll, bro. If you don't share the award,
Okay.
they shouldn't give it out this year, bro. Both of these
This
two
man.
teams were supposed to be the first and second overall picks, bro. Like, you gotta give it to both Pete Carroll and doggone
Yes.
Brian Dable. And if you want to,
Preach.
Doug Peterson, three-way tie, because damn,
No, Doug can.
Jacksonville-
Doug.
Bro,
Oh,
I've lived
Doug
in
Peterson?
for damn near
Okay.
2 decades.
Woo.
I've only been alive for 2
Yes, I
winning
didn't say,
seasons. So I mean, 2-way tie, Pete Carroll, Brian Dable, and maybe a 3-way tie.
Yes.
I am also going to agree.
It's exactly
Dayball
what I
and
had.
Carroll had fantastic years. I got to say, Malin, ahead of this season, was trying to sell us on Brian Dayball. I was not trying to have any of that. He was right in the end. Brian Dayball turned around Daniel Jones.
Well, the first half of the year I was.
Oh,
Been a rough one.
right. But he turned around Daniel Jones. Now DJ looks like a solid quarterback. The whole Giants organization now is back in the playoffs out of nowhere. Did not see that one coming. So just got to give it to him. And I just couldn't give it to just one person. 'Cause Pete Carroll had a fantastic year. We all wrote him off before the year saying this team's in a rebuild. And the fact that he took Geno Smith and made him into one of the best quarterbacks this year, I think without a doubt, Pete Carroll just deserves his recognition because
I mean, I will say
Mansell
this.
got it.
One person had them going 9-8.
One person did.
Not the 9-8 that actually happened, but I had them going 9-8. But no, it like I have it right here. Pete Carroll, Brian Daboll, because anybody they can be good for half a season with the Giants and get them into the playoffs with that roster.
Yeah.
You deserve some credit. And anybody that can take Geno Smith after 8 years of purgatory and have that man be number one in completion percentage, lead this team to a 9-8 record. I know there's 17 games, but you still broke the record for completions
Yep.
in passing yards in franchise history when Russell Wilson was your quarterback for 10 years before that. That's saying something. That is a coaching job without Bobby Wagner, without the first year without Bobby Wagner and Russell Wilson. He goes 9-8 and goes to the playoffs. That's huge.
Yeah.
And he looks fucking ridiculous in a hat, by the way, which he wore last week. It's just,
Go ahead, Shaq.
y'all gonna hate me so damn
He's going to say
bad.
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin.
Yes, man. Yes.
Mike motherfucking Tomlin.
This man talk shit for 17 weeks and then give his coach praise.
Did he or did
Your
y'all?
own Steelers fan right there shaking his head no.
Did y'all not give him an A? Besides this man, give him this man an A for coaching this year.
I did, but I said they were going to 8-9, so he overachieved by 1 game.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Man, I
Is
give Tomlin a B for the coaching, man. I don't think it was A, but it was a damn good job. 2020 was way better with Doug Hodges, a duck collar and QB. Man,
But he didn't take Geno Smith to the playoffs, though.
I'm sorry that this man didn't have the mold, the Geno Smith.
Well, I'm sorry that you guys picked Mitch Trubisky. That's your fault.
Not my fault. I wasn't out there picking nobody. I was gonna pick me.
Y'all could have signed Geno Smith too, because we didn't sign him back until March. So y'all could have had Geno.
All I'm saying is like people are saying rebuild year, sleep on season, gonna be god awful, but
It still ended up being a rebuild season. You ain't in the playoffs.
you didn't play as much better than what
You
most
can't
of people.
be the coach of the year and not make the playoffs.
I just want to add Shaq has the same coach
got
of
a
the year
point.
2 years in a row now.
Exactly.
The fact that we're remembering these stats of what I picked last year is this year.
I mean, okay, but G Money's not Ron Dan Campbell. The Lions going 9-8, even though they missed the playoffs. That's more impressive than Mike Tomlin.
Yes, I would put Dan Campbell over.
I would put him in over Mike Tomlin. 9-8 with the Lions.
Most people couldn't point to Detroit on a map.
They out there eating kneecaps, man. And they went 9-8. Okay, but now we
Nestor.
got to get into
I
MVP.
stand by
Wait, hold on.
Oh wait,
Nestor,
no,
Nestor.
Nestor's done. PlayStation, go for it, buddy.
Same thing. Actually, I'll go with Jeff Saturday as I'm just kidding. Yeah, Pete Carroll.
Yes,
Pete Carroll's the man.
that was
Thank you. So we all have the same picks, more or less, except Shaq, but that's all right.
yeah. Shaq's a hater. Can I go first
so
on MVP?
MVP,
It'd be
yeah,
nice
go
and
ahead.
short. Okay, I got Patrick Mahomes. Anyone that doesn't have Patrick Mahomes, just shut up. You're wrong.
Does anybody
unelectrical
not have
reasonable.
Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes?
It's all Patrick Mahomes, right?
Yes.
We
Yeah,
got
I
Joe
mean,
Burrow.
no, shut up, man. We're going 50. He's number one in yards at 5,250. He's number one in touchdowns at 41. He has 12 interceptions, which is 26 in the league, which is working backwards. So he's actually, what, seventh in the NFL? And he's number one in QBR,
They lost to Joe
77.6.
Burrow. Lost to Joe Burrow.
Like are there.
Yeah,
finding
so
one-on-one.
did a lot of people lost to Joe Burrow. Like he's 14-3 without Tariq Hillen, or Hill. Like, what are the Dolphins with Tariq Hill? What are they?
Well, I mean, what are the Bengals without Joe Burrow? I mean, Joe Burrow won games without without Jamar Chase.
You're killing me.
Offensive
just like
line
to
for a
argue.
couple of weeks throughout the season, and he's second behind Patrick Mahomes, and he got played on when they both played.
JT, are you a vampire? Do you not sleep at night, sir?
The man's young. The man's not 21 yet. The man got nothing but energy to say.
We need to do 8 hours, just me and JT,
We need to start the show at 6 p.m.
That's
so
what
we
we
can. That's what we need to do.
because like JT can be with me for 5 minutes and then be against me for 20, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me.